Hi everyone, my name is Amina B. Hansi, course number is CS6320 and this is project R1 and the status of the application is running as expected. The name of the application what I have given is Picbook. So basically my application is running as expected, where I have to show the two URLs. The first URL referencing all the users and the second URL referencing the details of that users, like the photos of that users, the comment related to that photo, and so on. So firstly I'll show you the first page of my application, and it is referenced by the URL localhost 3000 user index, where user is the controller and the index page is the weave here. So that which actually works at the back end of the application. So the firstly I want to show the front end of the application. So here the photo site user list, it has 6 users and these users have come up from the user database. So and these users are hyperlinked, and it is referencing to the second page of the application. So when the user name is clicked, I mean a first name or the last name, then it will give us the second page as a reference. So in the second page I am displaying all the photos of that particular user with the comments for that each individual photo and when that photo was created. So as you can see, when I have clicked the Justin Bieber, I have got all the photos of him and the created time of that photo and the comment of that photo and who has commented it out. So when you click on the user who has commented out the photo, I'll get the photo of that user. So here the Justin Bieber has commented out himself, so I'm getting his photos. So this is my application. Similarly I have Paris Hilton, the same, like the created time and the comment given by the user and the comment what time the comment was given. So likewise I have other users, you can see here, and this is my application. So I just wanted to explain how this application is working at the back end. So basically to run this application I am using the Rails, Ruby on Rails background. So here the thing is, like, I have to create the models first and then the controllers and then the waves. So basically the models are like are at the top of the interface, and then comes the controllers, and later when it is about to display in the browser, which is done by the waves. So here I wanted to show you first of all the database which is created, and this database will have 3 tables. The first table is the comments table, the second table is the photos table, third table is the users table. So the users table will have the columns like the user ID, the first name, last name, created at, and the updated at. So the second table, photos table, will have the ID, last name, user ID, date and time, file name, created it and updated it. And the third table, comments table, will have the ID again, the photo ID, user ID, date and time, comments, and when the comment was created and when it was updated. So these are the 3 tables which I'm using to build this application. And first of all we have to create a model. So for the 3 tables we have to create 3 models. So in order to create the model we have to go to the models in the application. As I have already created a project called as photo site, you can see the models here: comment, model, photo model, user model. So I just wanted to open up this user model and explain what is happening here. Actually, it's a active record associations here happening here. It is like user having many photos and having many comments. So the two association for the user is the user having photos and the comments. Similarly, for the photo, I have the photo belonging to the user and the photo has many comments. Same like I have for the comment model, I have the comment belongs to the photo and belongs to the user. So overall it is one to many a kind of relationship. So once we are done with the models, we have to create the application controllers. So we have three controllers created in this application. So the first controller I wanted to go through is the user controller, which has an index page. So I was referencing to the weaves before. So these weaves are nothing but the index page, and this index page actually will have the data of the database. So here the user is the model, and dot all will give us all the rows of that particular user table, and that will be stored in this variable called as at users underscore all. And then this variable at users underscore all can be used to get the requirement as specified. So here my requirement was when the user was, as you can see, when I'm clicking a user, any of the user, I'm going to the URL called as photos index and with the ID 1. As he has a user ID 1, I am going to the second page with the ID 1. So what I'm doing here with the weave is this is my weave. As I said, this is what is shown in the browser there. So I have a user first and the last. So as you can see at the first page, you can see the first user first and the last. This is the weave and a table which has a for loop included. I'm using this for loop to loop through each users based on the IDs. So when I am looping through, I am linking each user with their first name and the last name. So as you can see, when I am clicking on the first name or the last name, it is taking me to the second page URL. So that is happening in these two lines. So here I am linking the first name and the last name, and the controller is gone to the photos with the weave as index, and the ID is passed in this to this controller. So when the first name is clicked, here the controller is gone to the photos controller. So in the photos controller, you can see I have two weaves, index and show weaves. In this index weave, I am using photo table and a comment table to get each photo and its comment. So that way I'm using the weave where the ID is passed from the index table of the user, and this ID is used in this controller of the photos where it is assigned to the variable add photo. Similarly for the comment, we are getting the add comments user IDs. So similarly I have a weave called as show, wherein I am again using this photo to display the photo itself. So now when the user ID is taken by the photo, now first weave is referenced is the index weave. So the index weave which is created will have something like this, which has a for loops. So for each photo a comment is created. So the user in the photos, user is a variable and the photos is the variable again, which consists of all the user IDs. having the photos. So it shows the created time, user dot created it. So in the photos table you can see when the photo was created. So I have a created time where this is the time which is shown here in the first row. Now again in the photos.index, what I'm trying to do is linking that image to get the image itself, which was one of the requirements. So when I'm clicking on the user's photo, I'm getting again the photo of that itself. Again, when for that photo I'm commenting out the comment which is related to that photo. So here in this loop I am referencing the last name of the user with the controller passed to the photos again to the show as a view here, which is using a ID. So when the this link we can see here in the browser, like Justin Bieber has commented out this comment, and when you click on this link you get the photos who has commented out that comment. So basically here Justin Bieber has commented his photo himself, so I'm getting his photos again back. So that way we have this link referenced and the commented at time, which I'm giving as the next line here, user underscore comment dot comments next. And then when was that comment created? So that creation time again I'm giving after the comment, which you can see here. So for each photo you have the similar kind of loop going through. After this you can see here when I am referencing photos with the show, I have created one more show.html.erb file which will actually give me the photo itself. So that is like when I'm clicking the photo, it is giving me back the photo itself. That's how my application works. Thanks for watching the video.